If the shadow at Syene is at a certain length, and the shadow at Alexandria is the same length, that also makes sense on a flat Earth.
Shape of our world here, isn't it? Our globe, our Earth. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to do what the people who make the maps do, and I'm going to open out our globe. So it's as if I'm peeling the skin off it. And can you see? When I peel the skin on my little Satsuma here, I end up, I don't want that middle bit at the moment, but look, I end up with my skin all flat. So somebody has done that and they've made a flat map like this using our countries on our globe. So there we go. So I'm going to have a little look now at some of the foods that I've found in my cupboards. Which one shall I start with?
Okay, all right. I was told by the producer, don't move it.
Don't move it.
So, but
The horizon is always eye level. Once you go flat, you never go back.
I got a scientific question for you. You flew from Memphis and back on
Flat World. Too much information. You may know too much already. Rated PG-14, not only in theaters.
fuel. So before this plane ever flew, it had, hundreds of hours put on one of these engines and testing and everything else. So this may be the future right here.
Okay, I got a scientific question for you. You flew from Memphis and back on.
Right.
Does it smell like broccoli or French fries?
Smell. You tried it. What do you think it smelled?
What did it smell like?
Exactly. So it's synthesizing that molecule and getting this in getting the energy out of it.
If the shadow at Syene is at a certain length,
Moved along pretty fast. When you think about it, that's not that long ago.
and the shadow at Alexandria is the same length,
Yeah. So that's the idea to emulate
that also makes sense on a flat Earth.
a few years ago. So this is moving in this direction at a pretty good clip.
If the shadow at Syene is at a certain length,
You mean the Earth isn't flat? I must have missed that part. Bye. I gotta check this out.
Demosthenes asked that at the same instant,
And see the world is flat.
Syene, he knew it was 800 kilometers. There was no shadow at Syene.
Argue that.
While we stand still here on the ground.
At Alexandria is the same length, that also makes sense on a flat Earth.
The bright circle goes round.
Reality.
My